didn't know it was bad at the time.
Dude, it's Batman and Robin with George Clooney. How could you not? We're live!
And Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah, because like the other Batman, like the first couple weren't terrible, and then
just because it was Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I know. And then it was what's his face, and then
Val Kilmer. George Clooney.
Which was a mistake on many levels.
Yeah. So we are live, by the way, you guys, and we're having this debate.
No mistake. I want to go on the record. It was a mistake. And yes, I'm holding a scepter.
That's a scepter, a wand. That's called a wand.
No, this is a scepter because it's part of a queen outfit.
Okay. You are a fop.
Access to the computer.
This is appropriate to my character.
It actually is very appropriate to your character. So, once again, we are live. Welcome to Retro Roleplaying. I am Nicholas Skinner, the co-founder of Skinner Games, and my little tag on the bottom keeps falling off because my computer hates me. On this show, we run through games so people can see how they are played at their game table. A lot of the games we play are older games, or they are old school Renaissance things. For those who may not know what that is, it is those small-time publishers generally who take the old version and rules of Dungeons & Dragons and they mold them to their vision. So they take whatever house rules they've employed into whichever older edition of Dungeons & Dragons, and they make a game out of it. We have played a number of OSR games, and they're really fun, and we really like them. The last few sessions, we've been playing one that I quite like by James and Spahn and Barrel Rider Games called White Star. This is a obviously sci-fi version of an OSR game. So it takes whatever rules, D20 rule base, and it prints them to make them sci-fi compatible. Here's some art in the book that you guys can see. This is the first edition of the game. There it is. He has released a Galaxy edition lately, and it is a brilliant game, and that is the one that we will be playing. Here's the cover of that one, and there's a link in the description of this video, and this is how much more stuff he's put in this game. So to see a side-by-side comparison, here's the new one, there's the old one. So he expanded this game a whole crap load, and took him quite a bit to release it and publish it. And some of the new things you get about, like 25 classes or something, I think Joe and I counted before the stream started. And you get rules for mecha combat and a bunch of other really cool stuff. So it is a generic sci-fi game, but we will be using it to continue our Star Wars campaign that we started playing with a D6 Star Wars game, so you guys can see kind of how the progression of things have gone. We also wanted to play the Saga edition of Star Wars, which is the last version that Wizards of the Coast published before they lost the license to Fantasy Flight Games. Unfortunately, we probably won't be playing the Fantasy Flight game. Did I drop out again?
You froze, but we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like super sketchy because my computer's already dropped out twice. It's connection for whatever reason, so bear with me if that happens. I will reconnect eventually when I see it drop. There I am. Anyway, so as I was saying, we may not actually get to the Fantasy Flight Games one because that involves special dice, and I don't want to force my players to buy things that we will only use for a little bit of time.
Online, there's a dice roller for free somebody made.
Yes, but they technically shouldn't have done that. So if we do that, then
you didn't hear that from me then.
Yeah. So we do try to keep things legal as much as possible. Any version of the game that people use, I buy, and we make characters and do stuff and whatnot. But so yeah, there we go. White Star is available on DriveThruRPG and Lulu and some other sites, I believe. But we have linked the DriveThruRPG in our description. So take a look at that. It's a fantastic game, and we will begin and start our campaign again. So we are a small crew that has a light freighter, I believe we have, or is it a medium? I think it's a medium freighter, actually. It is called the Infinite Sparrow, a nice little riff on the Millennium Falcon, for those who might not catch that. And we have a crew of 5 individuals, and they are Okra Simsim, who is a Duros. We have Niels Tursu, who is a human court fop. We have Dirk Bodega, who is a cyborg pirate. who is the captain of the vessel. He is actually, that player is currently at work, and he said he will do his best to get here and log in. So we will, hopefully we'll see him later, but we'll get there. We have Khajiit, who is a race I can never remember the name of. You remember what it is, Lydia?
It's a Horanzi.
Horanzi, there you go. Jeez, I don't know why I always have a hard time. I never remember to write it down. I'm writing it down right now. There we go. Okay. And then we have Joe, who is back after a long hiatus of playing, who is playing a human plucky sidekick, and his name is Mothwhite. And to cut things short, we're not necessarily going to have a huge long introduction and try to get him in with the crew. He has just been sitting in the bowels of the ship, trying to make things work as much as possible. So on our last session, we met a gang called the... Does anybody remember their names?
I don't remember.
The very bad people.
I was pretty childhood.
No. They are called the Iron Falcons. You want to go see them because they were supposed to be buying illegal weapons off of a Rhodian arms dealer named Chordak. They did not get their last shipment, and you want to go see where they are because you are looking for credits to repair the ship that you busted on your way here to this planet to drop off some medication. You got attacked by an unknown assailant. Your ship was damaged, and you managed to crash land it on the loading dock, but you lost part of your cargo in the process. And so you're trying to make up the difference in credits by hunting down some bounties and doing whatever else you can. So this Iron Falcons gang gave you the assignment to kind of prove yourselves, your worth to them by clearing out some bugs, some giant insects that burrow themselves into the mud around their area, which was kind of a mud pot sort of area, if you've ever been to Yellowstone and see those. So it's giant pools of acidic liquids and other things like that, and these bugs kind of burrow themselves into the ground and do who knows what, but they're able to quickly burrow under the ground to chase you guys, which is exactly what happened. So in your last altercation, your crewmate Khajiit was sent to go scout by herself, attracted a number of these bugs, and as she ran with the fierceness of whatever deity she worships behind her, she was able to make it aboard ship. One of the insects got caught in your landing. Man, my brain's just got to catch up with me. Your gangplank and was attacking a number of you. She almost died, didn't quite, but Nils actually got sucked out of the ship as you guys were taking care of the last of these bugs. So the bug died, but Nils got sucked out and hit, or not Nils, Okra got sucked out and hit the ground hard. Nils was in a gunner position and took out a number of these bugs as you guys went. So, and that's where we left off. So we have one crewmate that is almost dead. I think she had like 1 or 2 hit points left. And then Okra hits the ground hard.
I'm on my way to death.
Yes. I believe. How much damage did you take? Do you still have that written down? Are you dead and dying, or are you like 1 hit point?
I have on this that my hit points have gone to -5.
Okay, yeah, that would technically be dead. What?
Yeah.
Okay, well, how about we fiddle with that, and we'll just go negative to half your Constitution score for everybody as the count to you dying. So, Nils, or Okra, sorry, I keep getting too confused today, I don't know why. Okra, as you see the bug kind of hit the ground on the plank, and you smell the acrid stench of burning bug, all of a sudden you feel just this force just kind of yank you out, and you just fall through the air. And as you're tumbling and thinking about your life, you don't really get too far before you impact and hit the ground. You just kind of skid and rumble a bit like a nice ragdoll physics going on. Bump into one of the geyser stacks. Kind of spins your body around a little bit, and you come to a rest and stop, and the world goes dark and deaf around you.
-3 or a -5? Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure I wrote -5. That's the way I write my 5s.
It doesn't look like your 5 up there or over there.
I wrote it in a hurry.
I think it's a -3.
No, it's a 5.
No, I think it's a
I do the
-3.
lines on my 5s from left to right.
That looks like a 3.
No, because my 3 is...
Oh, married couples. Okay, so
Show a number. That looks like a 3.
Okay, I'm going to show you the number, okay? Let me see if you can see it on my phone's camera.
It's a
okay, that looks like a 3 to me.
Fee, can you see that okay?
Actually, I could see
It
where
looks
that
like
would
a-
be a 5.
It looks like a 5.
You guys are nuts.
I win.
Okay.
Can't guess what
I win.
did.
I'm dying more.
Died.
It's not an argument you want to be winning right now, Tim. Okay, so the rest of you guys see this because you're there on the ramp as you watch Ochre get sucked out of the ship. So was Dirk and Nils. You are in a gunner position. No, you were piloting the ship using the pilot-controlled Firelink weapons. But you see, as you're kind of pulling up with your super damaged ship and it's all wobbly, you see him kind of get sucked out and hit the ground hard and just roll for a bit and not move.
I don't think you'd make it way through.
Go back for that, right?
Well,
Are you saying this to
technician.
everyone on the ship?
Yeah.
Okay, speak up a little bit louder.
Suppose we should go back for that.
Yeah.
For that.
I'll land the ship.
Okay, you guys don't sound very committed.
I delete my browser history.
Gross. Okay. So you guys also managed to pick up a man, what is the word? Why can't I remember anything anymore these days? I thought I had it all together too.
Parenting, that's why.
It's totally true. They were not super happy today, those kids. Anyway, you picked up a passenger to kind of, actually, you don't really know why she's on your ship. But you picked up a passenger and you've taken her with you. Her name is Callus. And she is a dark-haired woman with near purple eyes and pale skin. She's very kind of it has a kind of a forceful but infuriating personality, although she's fairly likable in many ways. She dresses quite nice, and she is standing behind Nils, and she goes, "Ooh, that looked painful. Shall we then, my dear?" And she kind of strokes the back of your head a little bit as she walks out of the cockpit.
I'm just gonna give her a look like you can't be serious.
Well, you're down at the gangplank, so you don't see that, but she has.
So I didn't see it. All right.
Yeah. At one point, she has used a trick on Nils to get him to appreciate her a little bit more.
Nils.
No, like she was out with Nils.
Oh.
He was trying to ditch her, and she managed to miraculously talk him into allowing her to stay on the ship. The captain, Dirk, pounds his on his left side a button that is for the intercom, and then he says, "Moth, get up here!"
Yes, Captain. Right away, Captain.
Okay, and then as you guys hear the response, there's a bunch of banging on the ship that's, I don't know, kind of outer place, and you hear a kid go, "Oh!" And he kind of trips up the stairs. And describe yourself, Mothwhite, as you kind of stumble into the room.
I was hanging down in the bows of the ship, and I'm covered in a little bit of grease on the face, and I'm a short humanoid from a unnamed mining planet, and scarred face a little bit, and I have this little tiny buzzing little droid flying around me. It's called ORB-1, and he's just flying around.
It's the orb.
Yeah, ORB-1.
What does ORB1 look like? More specific.
He's a spherical
Orb.
ball with these two light see-through wings, and he has a little blaster for a stinger. He looks like a little tiny bee. If you imagine a Navi from Zelda.
Except with a stinger.
With a stinger.
Yeah. Because Navi wasn't...
Stinger.
Yeah. This Navi wasn't annoying enough as it is.
Okay. Hey, listen.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got tired of listening to her. Okay. So you stumble into the room, and the ship lands, and you guys drop the gangplank, and the rest of the insect kind of slides out.
Splat.
And you can... Nels, how close did you land the ship from Okra's body?
I don't know, like 50 feet or so.
Okay.
I don't want to.
I'm these gaping road rash, and you're letting me get infected.
You're not conscious. So
shut up.
I said it in my mind. Okay, so you will have lost a few more constitution points by that point. Okra, you are close to the edge of death. Does anyone have any medical kits on them?
I have one med kit, and I guess I'll let him have it.
I guess.
I was going to use it on me, but I guess he's in worse condition.
If I must. Okay.
It's like the running gag of this entire series is all the creative ways in which my character unexpectedly dies.
Yeah,
Light
you
him on fire.
seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, light him on
Yes.
fire.
Yeah,
Serious
light me on
guy.
fire, explode my corpse.
That was my favorite game, just so you know.
It worked so well.
Yeah, that was a fun. Yeah.
All right, so what's the rules to the med kit? We don't have access to our book right now.
Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. That's hotbox, boarding torch, flashlight box, hotbox, rations. Is the trauma pack? Is that what we're looking for? This advanced package of medical supplies includes stabilizers, stim patches, and other advanced medical technology. It can be used by combat medics to help save the life of a dying character in order for a medic.
So do we have to do a medicine check to use it?
No. But it sounds like only the combat medic is able to use it. Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Medkit.
1d6 plus 1 hit
There we
point.
go. Yeah. So medkits are small emergency medical packages. It takes 1 round to use a medkit, and it restores 1d6 plus 1 hit points. Once a medkit is used, it is expended completely.
Oh, you want to do the honors of rolling?
What is it, D6?
1d6.
Plus 1.
No, but I will. Where's my lucky pink die? There it is.
Try rolling on this and see if it's any quieter.
Okay, fine. So, this does what exactly? Does it give me my ability score back, or does it give me hit points back?
It'll give you hit points.
Or does it give me both?
Hang on, let me take a look at
Fine.
something.
Yeah.
Back from
I
the break,
rolled a 4.
the combat medic can potentially save the life of characters be reduced to 0 hit points if the medic can reach the slain character within 1d6 minus 3 rounds. Let's see, the combat medic is able to restore a previously dead character to a single hit point. Okay. So you haven't died yet. Alright, cool. We're not violating any rules. Alright. So you gain back 4 hit points, and you are now conscious with your compatriots standing over you. And the body of the bug not too far distant. You are just caked in mud and filth. And that stink of the primordial oozes that are around you fill your nostrils and burn as you stand.
Great camouflage.
This planet sucks.
That was a really close one. You almost cost me money. Dirk shouts at you.
Wasn't my fault.
You don't stand next to a bug while it's sitting on the plank.
It was coming at me. And I had a shovel.
Move. Yeah. The shovel was a really good idea. Okay. As you guys are standing there kind of talking and discussing, the ground below you starts to rumble and shake and move. The mud starts to split a little and kind of sink. And you guys begin to feel the earth suck you in.
I'm backing up.
Life.
You're backing up.
Mhm.
You're backing up. All right, I actually need all of you to make me, we'll say, a
No, this never ends well.
A will save?
A will save?
There is a matter that
Yes.
requires your attention.
Hold on, somebody in the chat saying something.
I think that's a D20. Where is my horrible D20? Where is it? There it is. Want to roll the other one? Where's my other one? That is the D20 that never gets me the roll I need.
Then why don't you roll the other one?
I don't know. I have the other one. No, that got taken out. Weird.
Huh.
Will
So,
save, right?
The author is actually the author of the book is actually in the chat. So for those who are watching, that's kind of cool. He's saying there's a half-second audio delay in our feed. Curious as to why that is. I know between us live streaming and what it's showing on YouTube, there's a bit of a delay, but I wonder if that has something to do with it. Are you saying there's a half-second echo in the audio of the feed? That's really annoying.
It'd really screw them up if you just start moving your mouth and not make any words for a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so am I rolling, or are we all rolling, or what are we doing?
All of you are rolling.
Okay.
I rolled a
I was
natural 16 before unmodified.
Okay. I was just trying to figure out if I wanted to have you guys.
Okay, I rolled a 10.
Okay, I rolled a 14.
Lucky.
Do I have any modifiers for that or no?
I don't know. I don't have the book.
Anyway, I was
We're-
trying to remember if I wanted to use saving throw, which is what I should probably do, or not. Okay, since two of you do not have your books, Okra, you were the last guy in the book, Store Squirrel. You're not a pilot or mystic. Utin, you were the two-fisted technician, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so your saving throw is a 14.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, write that down, so I don't have to tell you again. Khajiit, what was your class again?
I'm the Deep Space Explorer. My saving throw is 14, and I got 14.
Okay. Cool. What did everybody else get?
I got a 16. My saving throw is a 14, so I made it.
Okay. Nolan?
I'm on the ship.
Niels? You walked around with everyone else.
I'm already gonna
Show some concern. Play along.
Come on, I'm almost dead, and I'm out there.
I'm pretty much am dead.
Yeah, we need to make sure that the people that aren't hurt stay not hurt.
You mean like the guy hiding inside the belly of the ship? Why am I out here?
I got a 15, and my saving throw is a 14. So
Okay, cool.
fine. See,
You have the
Tim,
worst
what was
one.
your save again?
My save is 14.
You rolled a
My
10.
rolls suck,
Your rolls do stuff.
especially with this die. My rolls are always bad on this die.
Then why do you use it?
Light the die on fire.
Yeah, I know, right? Or smash it like the guy did on Critical Role. That was kind of awesome.
I use it because I like the color.
Did they smash the Will Wheaton die?
Yeah.
Oh,
They did.
good.
Later, there's a scene that they posted of them totally smashing it with a hammer. It was pretty funny. Anyway, okay. So those who made their saving throw, you're able to position your bodies enough that you kind of use the mud as it's kind of falling into this crevice that has appeared, and use it more as a slide. So although you don't get hurt, you are now covered in filth. However,
Jeepers.
yes. And those of you who have
the worst possible
failed,
thing that can happen.
I know, right? For those of you who have failed your saving throw, you damage as you can't quite get that firm footing, and you tumble into this now gaping hole.
Whee!
And you guys tumble pretty far. So above you now is the hole, and you can see kind of the tip of your ship as this ground has kind of split open and this crevice is apparent. You also notice that there are a number of cavernous holes that have opened up into what appears to be quite a large chamber that you guys have fallen into. It looks like Khajiit, you have a skill that allows you to know about alien species, correct?
Yes.
Roll that. Use that skill.
You sure you don't have access to the books on your phone?
I can
Right.
try looking it up. Do you want to migrate to the other room?
I can look it up.
Okay. Hey, give us like 1 minute. We're gonna go switch to the computer.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's xenobiology, and hold on, I can just read it. So you attempt a saving throw to identify basic characteristics of a beast.
What am I rolling?
Roll.
So you roll a d20. So you roll a saving throw.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. So
hardly
yeah.
ever goes above like 13.
Okay. What was I doing? Rolled 6. Right. Okay.
He's like
Yeah.
talking to other people in there.
Well, my brain is like echoing, and it's got like 4 different things that I'm trying to think of at the same time. So it's like, because it's getting late too. So
We'll be right back. I'm gonna jump on the computer.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
We gotta look this stuff up on the computer.
Yeah, we need
And my
Just
phone's
kill 'em
not
off.
gonna cut it here.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Give us like 1 minute.
And they die.
I'm still
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, you are still fine. Okay, where are the saving throws?
I'm not fine. I'm filthy.
You are filthy.
No, I'm supposed to, but at the beginning of each day, choose a person on our team to emulate to be able to copy their saving throw.
Ooh.
So I need to do that before we get too far, too.
Okay, we'll pick someone then.
All right, Nolan, what's your saving throw?
14.
Oh, that's the same as mine. That doesn't help me any. Oh, well.
I think almost all of you have a 14, to be honest.
But I want to emulate the nobleman, so... Right, you're a
Yeah.
noble?
I am.
Sweet. I want to be noble sometime.
Well, more or less.
There we go.
Stick star pilot. Combat medic. He is an aristocrat, is what they're technically called.
Hmm.
Can you plug this down?
Hey. Yeah. I'll take the cover off.
All right, so are we all ready to go?
Hold on. Brought the lamp from the other room. We got to keep the lights off because my father-in-law's in here sleeping. Been a little awkward today. Okay, I got my desk lamp. Watch my face get lit up.
That's so lit.
Don't do that. That's less good.
It's so bright, so vivid.
Bring it down more. There.
There we go.
Washed out.
It's like
Okay.
sitting next to a campfire. Okay. I think we're good to go. Now I just got to get the PDFs up. Sweet.
Anyway, I rolled 6.
You did roll a 6. So you see the tunnels and they make no sense to you. You're just in this network of tunneling underneath all of these things. There appears to be a cave system around you, so there are stalagmites and stalactites, and there's dripping water, and periodically water will burst out of the sidewalls, and you guys can feel the warm vapor as you can rightly assume that a lot of these geysers and things also have other exits.
Great.
And all of you are there, so Callus is also with you, and Dirk. So the whole party is together.
Don't split the party.
Don't split the party.
That's always the best part, though.
That's how you end up almost dead like me.
Almost dead?
Oh.
No, that's how I always end up dead.
Dead like me.
And then I die. All right, let's go ahead and get those files up.
Okie dokie. So
I have down there. Okay.
what do you guys intend to do?
I intend to not
Find
die.
a way out.
Okay, was it here? Was it this? I think it was.
Discuss.
Well,
There we go.
scroll down to my class and let me see if any other abilities that would help.
Closers.
I'm the Deep Space Explorer.
Page 54.
1 second. Hold up. What is Keeglith?
What?
Is that your name? The cat lady.
Khajiit?
Khajiit.
Khajiit, I really believe in you, and I think you could do this. I really believe in you. So I'm cheering her on, and I'm going to spin my round to remind her that I believe in them, and I have faith that they can overcome any odds, and they can use this ability to adjust their saving throw and re-roll with a +2 bonus.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Open up a virtual roll dice. So,
Why don't I just use that?
because that
Of
dice.
course, I'm only able to use that once a day, so better make it work.
Okay,
We're
hold on.
we're doing this right now. You could do that later.
I'm opening it. Just wait. Okay, hold on. There we go. Dice roller. There we go.
Okay, so I'm rolling a d20 again.
Computer
With
generated.
+2 bonus.
18.
Nice. Okay, so with a
I
little
knew you could do it.
little bit of encouragement from your plucky sidekick, you have a bit of information come back that these tunnels are actually not made by the insects that you guys have encountered so far, although they appear to have been using them.
Huh. Was it a natural cave system or is it?
No. upon closer examination, you see that they have actually been carved. They are tooled tunnels.
Are we able to tell which direction they were tooled? Which direction is coming and going?
No, you're not.
Oh, none of them look like they're going up.
Some of them look like they do ascend. Some look like they descend. Some look like they're going straight. But there are a number of them, and they vary in size and scope, and how to get to them. So there are. Oh crap! Let's try that again. I want this one. Okay, there are two tunnels. Two separate tunnels. Since it's a tunnel and you kind of fell through, there are four, I guess, tunnels. It looks, straight lines and whatnot. Anyway, so there are two kind of where you're standing that you can access, and then if you guys can climb a little without killing yourselves, which doesn't seem to be in our favor in the vast majority of the games we play, you will see a number of other tunnels that go up from there.
Well, I vote we try to find one that goes up.
So if you guys check any of your other equipment to figure out in which direction you are going, we will call the northeast passage that passes to the southwest. And then there is an eastern passage that also passes to the west. And you guys kind of fell into the middle.
Which one looks like it goes up the most?
It appears that the northeastern portal, not a legitimate portal, that was the wrong word to use. The northeastern door passage goes up, it seems, and then the western passage of the eastern tunnel seems to also go up.
Now, do you say the captain was with us too?
Yeah, you've got your whole crew, including the passenger.
Honestly, if I'm a sidekick, I'm going to go, Captain, which way should we go?
He kind of just looks around, mildly confused. Does anybody have a good idea of where we're going?
Any place where I don't die is fine with me.
Should we rest a little? Let's rest, he says.
Please.
Well, I suppose this is as good a place as any.
I'm in tremendous pain.
You're not the only one.
Okay, so
I like to remind you that I'm like this
Sounds
because
like a great idea. Jeepers.
Jeepers. There we go. There it is.
well, I do have 5 rations of food if we need that too.
Okay.
Dibs.
Okie dokie. All right. So the captain suggests that you guys sit and take a bit of a camp and a rest for the night to try and restore some of the vitality that you guys have lost in your current misadventures. He wants to kind of take an inventory of the gear that you guys have with you currently, so that you are more prepared for what's happening. Obviously, you are setting up guards and watches. So who wishes to go first?
Someone not injured.
I'll do it.
Find me.
Okay, so Okra has first watch. Or Nils, man. I don't know why I'm this bad. I have not done this whole time except for this
You
session.
almost made me panic, man.
Okay, so Nils is going first. Dirk will take next.
Moth White.
Moth
My
will
character
take
is not either.
third. Callus volunteers to take fourth.
I'll keep
And the two injured people can get a full night's rest in that way.
Yay!
So that's how long do you guys want to rest for? A full night, 8 hours.
My character would like to rest, ideally, until he gets all of his lost hit points back.
Yeah, that's like 4 weeks. That's not happening.
We'll start to death before that happens.
Yeah.
What are these bugs like?
5 rations of
Has
food.
anyone tried tasting one of these bugs?
No.
Slimy
the-
yet satisfying.
Yeah. The bug.
Maybe
the
I
bug
can
that
tell
was-
you they're edible.
I'm just trying to survive, yo.
Though
The bug
considering
that was in your ship has
environment,
come with
yeah, I
you.
imagine they would
I
be.
did not pack a lunch. I did not know I was going to fall down a hole.
Well, how many of there are there of us?
There are 6 of you, including the
Okay,
passenger.
somebody has to go hungry.
Only
Well,
one.
Or I keep a little food to myself.
I did say that the bug of which you guys smashed in your ship has come along with you. Its carcass.
Mm.
Is it edible?
Only one way to find out.
Shouldn't you know? Like, you'd be the one to know. If anyone would.
He has
So
a point.
should I check? Should I check?
Yes. Yeah, do it. Check.
Okay. Five.
The roll was 5.
You are convinced they are edible.
Well, I'm gonna eat my rations first.
She straight up tells everybody else, yeah, they're totally edible while she's eating her rations.
I think she's lying.
Well, we don't need to eat
We'll
them.
worry about this later.
Yeah.
Yeah, does anybody else have what gear do we have?
I have a sword and a laser pistol.
I have a broken laser pistol. It doesn't even work.
Yours exploded.
Yes.
I have an ion pistol and a dagger.
I have a backpack with rations and a pistol.
She's like the most prepared one.
Well, I got a flashlight also.
Woo! Okay.
And a med kit.
You did?
I have a med kit. You just spoke too quickly before I had a chance.
I have a lot of money.
He's gonna pay you for the med kit, so he keeps it on himself.
I almost had my drink out. That was funny.
Okie dokie.
So much fun.
Well, you said the bug's edible?
Yes.
I'm going to take some and stuff my pockets with it.
Stuff your pockets with the insect?
Some of the cooked edges.
We are cooking it, right?
I did blast it with like laser cannons, right?
I don't think you hit that one.
Not that one? Oh.
No.
That one's just chopped in half.
Yeah, you guys will have to cook it.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to cook it.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen?
You can catch a bug.
This wouldn't be the first sci-fi movie where a bug lays eggs in your stomach, so...
Yeah. That's
Also
fine.
very true. Okay. You were going to cook this bug. Okay. Does somebody have any kind of survival gear?
Nope.
I
I have
forgot to
survival
pack some.
skills, but all I have is my backpack with rations in it.
I have a +2 survival skill.
Nice. Okay. Well, this is going to be entertaining. How do you intend to create said fire to cook said insect thing?
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of utilizing the hot water that's coming from these geysers.
That's a fair plan. How are you going to stick it in the water?
Just let my character die. Light my body on fire.
Oh, it wouldn't be the first time.
The fourth
That
time.
is sadly true.
What is this meat like? I mean, what is inside of the bug like?
So, as you're staring into the carapace, which is quite thick, so it's surprising that Volker was able to smash it with his magic shovel. The inside is not quite as thick as gelatin, but it is pretty gooey.
Nice. It's really hard to cook that then.
And,
Well, it's not so liquidy that it's leaking out per se, but you can take like handfuls and scoop it up, and you can see that it's kind of sag and ooze a little, but it's not like dripping through your fingers, or not you, because you probably wouldn't touch it, but.
I think
I'm going to take a little piece. I'm going to taste it.
I like it.
Okay. Roll me a d6.
Wow. 3.
A 3. Okay. You do not vomit. But at first, the taste in your mouth, when you get that first just initial shock of flavor, it tastes kind of musty. So it's almost like a spoiled wet dish rag.
Lovely.
But it still has this kind of nutty over flavor that also
Sort of like brie.
Dude, brie is amazing. Don't insult brie like that.
Gooey, musty. It's brie.
Room temperature brie will probably have the same kind of consistency in your mouth, to be honest.
There you go. It's an acquired taste.
Cheese wrapped in dish
Dude,
rag.
I love brie. Don't be insulting my cheese.
No, I'm saying this is an acquired taste.
No, yeah, well, that would definitely be an acquired taste.
So I think I'm going to start walking in a random direction.
So you guys are supposed to be setting up camp, and he just starts walking off.
I thought we were done camping.
No,
you
set up camp and
Oh, never mind.
We gotta play guard duty still.
yeah.
This is the dinner before the deep
The party.
Yeah. You guys are trying to figure out if you can feed yourselves or not.
Well, I can feed myself.
So helpful.
I can try it, and I would die.
Probably.
I suppose I can share a ration with you just because you're dying.
So how does this camping thing work? I've never camped before.
Sleep on the ground.
What? I'm going to try to make a bed out of the bug's dead body.
You're already messy,
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter now. So, I mean, hey, it worked with a tampon. Don't make it fun. There's precedent.
Some precedent. Okay.
I thought he was guard duty first shift.
Yeah.
I'll sleep in the crook of one of the insect's arms.
Is your pillow?
Don't let it cradle me.
Well, it did kind of deflect blaster pistol fire, so it's pretty thick. But yeah, no, it's kind of hulking there.
ergonomic than the ground, I'm sure.
You have like a hammock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I first watch? I thought it was first watch.
You are first watch,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, then I won't do that. I'll just get ready and then I'll do my first watch.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so
The bed. I will tell you if it's comfortable.
who has eaten?
I'll eat. I'll eat one of my rations.
Yeah.
Are you going to beg me for some rations? You going to pay me for my rations?
No.
I'll pull out one of my 2 rations and I'll eat it.
Okay.
Do I look like I'm made out of credits?
Well, I spent all my credits on supplies. So it's
I
kind of
didn't.
important that I get my money's worth back.
Yeah, but I'm a cheapskate.
Well, then you can die. Come on, just pay me for my ration. Just for one.
Fine.
How much is one ration worth?
How about you two determine that?
You're not supposed to look.
How much do you think it's
I
worth?
wouldn't know how much I spent on it, though.
They're a
Oh.
credit apiece.
They're a
Two
credit apiece. Okay, give me 10 credits for this one ration.
Oh!
How hungry are you?
Come on, just 10 credits. Come on.
Remember, you got the bug you can cheat too.
Come on, 10 credits.
Fine.
Sweet.
Okay, so you owe her. I highly doubt you actually have them with you right now.
Okay.
Okay. Well, who else has eaten? Nolan, were you actually eating?
I don't have anything.
You're not eating the bug.
I don't know. How's the sidekick doing?
He took rations.
Oh, I ate the small piece of the bug.
Yeah, and he didn't get sick so far.
So far, I'm gonna sleep and then see what happens to him. I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Okay.
If he wakes up.
Dirk pulls out a ration from his pocket and starts chewing on it. Callus actually will run over Achilles. What?
Does everyone just have candy bars chilling in their pockets?
Apparently.
I didn't plan to fall down a hole. I didn't bring my stuff with me.
Well, you never know, dude. He's a pirate.
Well, now you know you need to plan for it.
Yeah.
We'll call her Kalis, not Callus. So Kalis walks over and she'll actually find a piece of the chitin, scoop out part of the flesh, walk over to one of the boiling pots and kind of sets it gently on there and kind of watches it, sift around and bubble and cook, and then she'll take it off and then kind of start chewing on the cooked protein. She goes, "It's quite tasty once it's cooked."
It's more like sushi when you have it my way.
Extra package.
I still think I'm gonna wait.
Okay. All right. So watches. First watch is Nils. So the rest of you doze off pretty quickly, as it's been a pretty hard day, as I've gone through quite a lot in your short time on this planet. Roll me a d6.
Okay, where's my lucky die?
I think it's just 10, Tim.
I'm gonna pull
Nils?
6 here.
I remember everyone's names.
I got a 6.
Ooh.
Okay. So as the night descends and you do see it become night, you begin to hear other sounds that have come out since you've gotten on this planet. There are other insectoid sounds that you hear, the chirping of a cricket-like creature. Every now and then you will hear a squawk or screech from some night creature. You don't see anything on your watch, however. Nothing seems to get too close to where you're currently at. You do feel the heat and temperature rise slightly as the night goes on. But other than that, it seems to be all is well until it is Dirk's turn. He'll kind of trundle over. See anything?
No.
Good. Go get some sleep.
Okay.
All right. The next few hours pass, and Dirk will saunter over to Moth, kind of kick you with his foot, not super hard, but enough to kind of jostle your ribs to wake you up a bit. Your turn to watch, intern.
Yes, Captain.
He'll go and almost immediately start snoring once he hits the dirt.
5.
5.
5.
Okay. You also have an uneventful watch, and then your turn is to go wake up Kalis. And when you walk over, she's already awake. She has been sitting, just kind of looking and watching. She's, well, hello.
It's your turn.
Okay. Have you been, Nugget?
A little tired.
It has been quite the night.
Yep, good night.
Good night. My spot is warm if you would like to rest where I have been. She gets up and kind of walks over to a spot on the ground and kind of sits cross-legged. Her back is pretty straight. She seems to be lost in some sort of thought.
I'm going to pretend to fall asleep, one eye open, watching her for a while.
Okay. She does not move the entire time you watch her.
I doze off.
Okay. Morning rolls around, and you guys wake up to Kalis having constructed a relatively rudimentary cooking platform out of parts of this creature.
Wow.
So she has what seems to be kind of a little bit of a pot, and she is cooking something that actually smells relatively good.
And she's still alive.
And she's still alive.
And I'm still alive.
Everyone is still alive, relatively speaking. So the injured people gain back 1 hit point.
Hey, I'm at 0.
I'm at 2.
Dude, you're not at 0, you're at 2. You were down to 1 hit point. You had 4 that you were healed from the healing potion, or the med kit. And then you lost 3 from the mudslide. And that is 1. And you spent the night not dying and got back 1, so you're at 2.
I started at -5.
That doesn't count.
-1.
No.
That's not how that works.
Now the med kit was your roll plus something else.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay, 2 hit points.
Yay, we're still dying.
Yeah. Things still aren't great. They're not great. Actually, that's what I was looking up, and I got distracted. Okay, so that was that.
Oh, I was thinking who was snoring. Never mind. I figured it out.
Nice.
It's the beast.
Yeah. Be our guest.
Not that beast.
Cape pounds.
Star Squirrel. I don't want the Star Squirrel. Right now, I would totally play a Star Squirrel or an Uten. Not gonna lie. Space rats, man. Except one has like magical powers and flies around in a space acorn.
Sounds like
That's +5 to everything, right?
Yeah. But no. Okay. What level did they get? Okay. Hold on. Sorry. Yay for looking stuff up. Okay. All right. Actually, during the night, you guys who were injured have somewhat feverish dreams. It is hard to stay asleep as you toss and turn. But eventually, you seem to settle out. I really need to put like hot tabs in this thing. This book is so enormous. It's like 330 pages and some change, or 316 and some change. Okay, that's what we wanted. All right, and then when you wake up, you feel more refreshed. Tim, you gain another 3 hit points.
Yay!
Lydia, you gain 4.
You
5.
need
I'm up to 5 now.
94.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yay!
Okay. So, and then once again, when you guys wake up, you wake up to Kayla's having cooked you a breakfast, and she encourages you all to eat to gain your strength.
Well, I'll sit and eat. Obviously, she knows some survival, and it didn't bug me, haha, last time.
Is there any chance that we can take some of this stuff and turn it into rations?
If you guys had a number of hours and more sunlight to dehydrate it, then probably.
Then everybody benefits. We have enough bug guts here. We could probably pull it off.
Yes, but the amount of sunlight you would need, and especially being in a hole like this, is probably.
So it is morning, yes?
Yes.
It is time to walk in a random direction.
Less. How do I put that in
Okay.
the
Kalis will kind of skip over to you, Nils.
I mean, we don't know where we're going, right?
No.
Then right, it is.
Yes, Kalis will kind of skip over to you, have a little bit of the cooked oddity with her, and say, "You need to. How do I put this?
So I would have 3.
Keep up your strength. I'll tire you out."
My strength is just fine, thanks.
Who decides to partake of her breakfast?
I do, anyway.
I did.
Eat my own food.
Okay. Everybody who takes it needs to roll me a d6.
3.
3.
5.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, which direction are we headed in? You have a northeastern, a southwestern, an east, and a west.
Whatever, man.
Well, somebody roll a d4 and assign whatever you want.
What I was going to do. Hold on.
Like, if you want to do it super random, then there you go.
Option 3. Which one was option 3?
I don't know. However, you decide you want to assign that. That is not my job.
North, south.
What directions were there? Let me write these down. Say them again.
Northeast, southwest, and it looks like it had at one point connected into a tunnel. And then you have an east and a west that had also looked like it connected into its own tunnel.
East it is.
Oh,
Let's
hold on.
go.
So we have, let's see, northeast, east.
You're overthinking it.
I'm following Nolan. Or I got the names right.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
I'm following Nils.
Basically
Okay.
like an X.
Dirk says, "Forward into the dawn!"
Oh, it's a new day, isn't it?
It is
Alright. Wait, which tunnel did we go down?
east.
Which one?
The east tunnel.
East? Okay, so
Right. Which is actually headed down. It slopes down.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Which one goes up?
The western side of that particular tunnel. Okay. You guys walk in there and see start to go down, and that's we say, no, this isn't what we want. Go the other way. Dirk turns around. We go west. He's got the list I keep forgetting to do. Okay.
While we're walking down the tunnel, I'm going to use my live off the land skill to look for more food.
Okay. How does that work?
Because I need to spend a few hours exploring and make a successful saving throw. And if I succeed, I find enough food and water for up to 1 week for one person.
Nice. Do you want to do that now and spend 1 hour in this particular area, or do you want to do it, like, say, as you're walking?
I was going to do it as I was walking.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So you guys start your journey through these tunnels. The tunnels are wet and loamy, so your feet kind of sink a little as you walk. You can't get any dirtier than you currently are. Kalis still tries to clean herself as you go. She's picking off little rocks and things, bugs that have crawled into her clothes during the night. She tries to fix her hair as much as she can as she goes. She clearly doesn't appreciate being too mussed. And does what she can to make herself as presentable as possible. The tunnel is dark, so you will need your flashlight. The glow rod, I believe they're called. I don't know. My Star Wars terminology is now leaving me because I don't read it as often as I did. So you have your glow rod and you're walking around trying to see what you're doing. The tunnel itself, as I said, appears to be carved out of the sides. There do appear to be some dark marks as you go through, some deep shadows of things that are kind of interesting in and of themselves. Seem to be fairly out of place. But as you continue walking forward, you notice that the path itself is winding, and it continues to go in different directions as you're walking. So you guys started out going up, and at one point it starts to dip down a little bit, and then it takes a right turn about, let's say, 60 feet into the tunnel. And what?
Look at the deep, the dark gouges or whatever that are on the sides of the tunnel.
You may examine them closer.
Yep, please.
Okay. You see that there are tool marks from having carved it out, but you also
do they look like are they more random, like they were done by hand, or more regular, like they were done by a machine?
They look like they were done by hand, but with modern technology. So it is smooth, but curiously, periodically, you also believe you might see figures and things. You don't know if it's a trick of the light or whatever else, but it seems to have be rubbed really smooth by the passage of whatever has used these tunnels for however long.
And I can't make those figures out at all.
No,
trick of the light. Okay.
Not you, anyway.
Okay.
Perhaps another teammate, if he were to relay this information, might, but you know.
Nah, it's too hard. Okay. Who's drinking?
And there's a chain just dragging behind you guys. It's scraping noise. That's what it sounds like to me, like somebody scraping a chain across the door. It's not somebody snoring.
So what should we do?
So you guys are about 60 feet into this tunnel, and it's taking a right, and you're just kind of like standing, deliberating.
Well, let's take a right, I guess. Let's keep going.
Okay.
When you don't know which way to go, anyways, fine.
It's true. So there is no real other direction other than back at the moment. But you guys do eventually, after about an hour of walking through this tunnel as it switches and changes into a number of different directions, you come to a three-way intersection where a tunnel continues to go in front of you, and you're not quite sure at this point in which direction you're headed, and you're too far underground for your electronics to really work to tell you if you're going north, south, east, or west. But there is a passage in front, and then they split off two to the sides, diagonally, like directly perpendicular to the tunnel on which you are traveling. So it is a 4-way stop.
Does any head sort of more up than the others?
You see one that appears to travel to some extent up. It is a slight slope, but you can see that it crests eventually.
Hmm.
One of them does the same thing, but in a down direction, and then one appears to go straight. So the tunnel off to the left goes straight for a while, and then looks like it takes a left. And the tunnel in front of you is the one that kind of slopes slightly up, and then the one to the right slopes slightly down.
Well, I guess we take the slightly up one.
Okay.
Any objections?
No, I'm all for it. Sounds great.
Lydia, you can make your safe throw if you want.
She had to go put Tamara back to sleep.
Yeah.
So
Well, she can make it when she gets back.
I can roll for her, I guess.
Oh, you're bad luck.
I was just going to say that. It's up to you. Max.
Generation.
That is some powerful snoring.
I know. Well, my father-in-law is like 10 feet from me.
That's
He's
fine.
off camera to like right behind me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's just funny.
Sound effects.
Yeah.
It's the bugs flying over above
I
the
thought that wasn't
ground.
happening during the sleeping scene.
Yeah, I know. Right.
That would have been perfect.
That would have been perfect.
Okay. So Lydia has to make a saving throw.
Yeah, she was going to use her one skill to see if she could find enough food for all of you.
Let's see. Ooh, sweet. 15.
Okay, yeah, so she finds enough food for one person for a week. So that's, at least I think it's one person that typically.
That's enough
Yeah.
for everybody for a day.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Like, that's kind of important. So. This is Luton, Two-Fisted, Rockstar, Plucky, Nova Machina, Mecha.
She always gets lucky rolls.
Even when you roll for her.
I know.
Right.
This is so stupid.
But
Me playing, that's actually pretty normal.
Live offline. There we go. If you realize if they find they're able to find themselves, yeah, only enough to support themselves for a week. Okay. Okay, so she finds enough bugs and little mushrooms and things that have been growing to be able to support herself for a week and to feed you guys for the night if she decides to be so kind to do so. Okay. You guys were going in the up direction. Okay. So you continue traveling through this tunnel system, and as you continue, the ground begins to kind of flatten out and smooth out in a way that appears to be more of a walkway than a tunnel floor. So it doesn't appear to be as much of a mining system. And eventually, as you walk, the dirt is so packed down that your boots start to click and make more noise on the flat of the surface. The rounded sides of the tunnel kind of open out a little bit to be more of a architectured tunnel system. The ceiling is now flatter, and even though it is still ancient in appearance, so there's no metal, you can tell that this is a constructed structure from an intelligent race or species or group, and there you begin to see in stark relief design elements that are carved into the walls.
Wow.
Is there any writing?
There is writing periodically.
Anything I recognize?
What do you have that you could recognize here?
High Galactic and Common, whatever Common's called.
That's basic.
Yeah, Basic and High Galactic is pretty much it.
Okay. What? Didn't the aristocrat get more than that? Let us check. Powerful speaker, silver tongue, retinue. Ooh, that'd be fun at 4th level.
I have a loyal robot servant. Actually.
You have a loyal robot servant?
I rolled it in character creation.
So does your plucky sidekick. So is your robot servant with you?
I assumed not, since I didn't mention it, but he's back on the ship. I'll just leave him on the ship.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't need to deal with a C-3PO right now.
Yeah. So that is not the case. You do have interaction as a skill, but you don't get any more knowledge of any kind. Okay. No, you do not recognize the language that it's written in.
Anyone else?
I guess I can try reading it.
Let's see what Dirk has as a space poetry. Squirrel, mystic, Newton, two-fisted, gunslinger, free dissimilant, space explorer, a cipher, combat medic. A combat medic, that would have been really useful.
Hey, was that or Plucky Sidekick? And I picked Plucky Sidekick.
Plucky Sidekick is good.
You made the right choice.
Yeah, I agree. Sidekick robot. Oh, where's that stupid? Banner. I want the. No. The free to similar, is that a reason? Good job. I think it was 56. Okie dokie. Cybernetic implants, character creation, free to summon, select 3 implants. Okay, I'm not sure what he had. Was operational, do not sleep. Nor they retire physical activity. That's nice to know. Energy modulator struck by attacking laser around, may attempt to saving throw. Okay. Eventually, as you guys stare at all of these things, Kalis kind of stops by one of them for a while and kind of stares at it.
I'll ask her what's up.
I don't quite know. This seems awfully familiar.
Been in many dirt tunnels, have you?
Aren't you such the tease? No. But perhaps in a dream? Don't know. I feel like I've been here before. I'll look around a bit more. Well, now that's interesting, she says, and takes a few more steps down the wall, and you guys see a figure carved into the stone that is wearing long robes and has their hands kind of tucked into the sleeves. There's an empty hole where the face should have been, but it looks like it's been kind of hacked and carved off. But behind it looks like a symbol of a star, so it's kind of this halo-ish kind of around the head with points of light kind of coming off and radiating from behind the hooded figure.
Some sort of deity carving.
I don't quite believe that, but possibly.
Or maybe what people believe to be a deity.
I just see a guy whose head exploded.
She'll chuckle a little and say, it's quite possible. Why don't we continue down this path? See where it leads us.
I'm gonna. I believe, since I'm +3 in larceny, I can detect traps a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not telling her that, but
Right.
can I try and detect traps down the hall?
Yes.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
There's no traps. We're
Yes.
fine.
You seem to be doing A-okay on the trap front. Okie dokie, okie dokie. It's not what I want you to be. It's not what you want to be. That's one. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you guys continue walking down these beautifully sculpted tunnels, and eventually it opens up into a wide chamber, and the path ends into a series of stairs that wind through what appear to once have been a series of gardens. Now, as you guys walk through these stairs, it is just a bunch of dead branches and stubs of trees or large shrubberies and terraces as it comes down. I mean, and this is a large structure. I mean, it is a huge cavern that your light doesn't even reach the end to as you guys are walking through this area. But you can see that it appeared to have once been inhabited at one point.
Holy empty holes.
And it echoes. Holes.
That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, but is there a ladder to get out?
Out.
Is there more writing? I don't know if anyone can read anything in here, though, so...
Not that you can tell. If you walk out in the tunnel and kind of stand at the edge of this precipice before the stairs start, there's nothing written on the ground. It just opens up into this huge cavern. Tim, are you still around?
Yeah, I'm still here. My daughter
is
woke
sitting
up.
right here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I just wasn't sure if you were... Wanted to double check.
Nope, we're still here. She's wide awake and sitting next to us,
Yeah,
nibbling on grapes.
I tried to put her back to sleep. It didn't work.
Yeah. Our 2-year-old wakes up periodically screaming in the night, I want water! We're like, dude.
Well, she fell asleep at around like 6 when we got back from running errands.
Talks when I go to sleep early and everyone else is sleeping.
No, she's not tired at all. She probably won't be for the next couple of hours.
Yeah, that's good. We're about done anyway. Okay, so what do you guys want to do? You've entered into this huge cavern. You're kind of standing in what appears to maybe have been an old orchard or vineyard on a terraced platform. There are a number of levels. As you can see, these stairs go down quite a ways before the light ends and you cannot see beyond it.
Well, obviously, if we're coming from the top, we want to head down because other ways back into the caves. What do you guys think?
I don't mind exploring a bit. This is interesting.
As long as I can get my hands on some tech or a weapon, I'm fine.
Find any food?
You did find food.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just a week of food for you, so you can feed your entire party for a day, or you can hoard it and feed yourself and let them starve.
Starve.
Just so you know.
Okay.
Okay. So what's the plan then? And you, once again, you guys are in an echoey chamber.
Probably try to be quiet.
Well, you guys have already been making noise. So.
Oh, there's a cool echo.
Echo, echo, echo.
Does this chamber like lead anywhere specifically? Did you say?
The stairs kind of lead down into an area, but if you guys look around you, you see that the first kind of terraced area does have the dead shrubs or trees that have come up, and you can walk along the terrace to either side of you, or you can explore in front of you, but it's this big wide open space and area now at this point.
Well, I guess I'll go to the stairs.
Okay. You gotta walk down the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Did you have any light source with you?
I have my flashlight.
I've got lots of blinky lights.
Wait for me.
I want some blinky lights.
I'm a cat. Can I see in the dark?
You can see. Will allow you to see further than the others, yes, but you
Okay.
cannot see in the dark of yourself. No.
Okay.
What about I know. Are there light sources around here?
Well, he said there was dead shrubbery. Maybe we can light something on fire and make it.
Light the shrubs on fire.
No, not all of them. I mean, just break off a branch.
No. It's a foolproof idea.
No. If there's lack of skylight above us, we won't be able to breathe.
We'll be far enough
fix the
down the
eggs.
tunnel. We'll be far enough down the
No,
space. I'll
we're
be
not,
plenty of air.
We're not setting the whole orchard on fire.
Okay, then let's just set one at a time.
No, we break off a branch, make torches.
Right. What are we going to wrap around it?
Your shirt.
Does
I gave my blood for this group. I'm not going to give up my clothes.
Does Neil still have the alien goop in his pocket?
Oh yeah, is that flammable? Let's try.
This
That's what I was
alien is
thinking.
turning into like the universal stuff.
It's just like buffalo. You don't waste any part.
Well, it was sort of fatty looking, right?
Bison.
Bison.
Come on, you know the difference.
Yeah. Let's see if it catches fire. Why not? Here, have some.
I'm not lighting this.
No, wipe it on the stick.
Yeah. Wipe. Okay. Yeah. Wipe it on the stick.
Okay. How are you guys gonna light this?
Shoot it.
Shoot it with a laser.
Okay.
Giant laser.
Maybe I
Like,
can
for
try
serious,
sparking
that's happening?
rocks together.
Well, I mean, you put it on the ground, you walk away, and then shoot it with a laser.
Around. There's rocks everywhere.
Not in this cavernous area.
I can guarantee you there are rocks everywhere.
Fine.
Say there's some dry shrubbery, right? Yes?
Yes.
I shoot some dry shrubbery. This is not weird. This is a plan. Come on. I shoot it.
Okay.
This is not going to end well.
Okay. You shoot a piece of the dry shrubbery, and the bush does catch on fire, and it burns pretty quickly. It's been down here and it's been dry for who knows how long. And you see the embers start to drift up into the ceiling of the chamber.
Which way does smoke go?
The smoke kind of gets whipped around a bit. So as it floats up from where you're at, there is a pressure difference between the tunnel that you just came out of and this giant cavern. So you'll see it kind of blow towards the center of the cavern a bit, or where you're assuming the center is. Down the stairs section immediately starts to kind of go, but as it drifts up, it seems to get blown around a little bit more. It does illuminate the area a fair amount of where you're at, so you can kind of see a few, maybe 100 or so feet further than you were able to do without the light shining in that direction, because I think your glow rod goes a little bit further. They're quite good glow rods, but still within a couple 100 feet, you're not seeing what you would think would be the center of this chamber. You're not seeing the ceiling. You only see a certain amount of the wall that's closest to you, since you guys haven't really descended too far down the stairs yet. So you can see kind of the back wall a little bit, which also has carvings on pillars, and it looks like plants and things have been carved into the wall, and there is writing next to them. A little bit further down from where you were at when you asked last time, Nils.
All right, so I'm going to take the stick that has a alien slime on it and see if it catches fire at all for the slime.
Yes,
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay. Yes, it will alight.
Woohoo!
You guys ate this stuff.
Slimy and satisfying.
A universal product. I mean, the bug shell is like armor. Its insides are both edible and flammable. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Well, Nels slept on it. Come on, it's also made it comfortable.
Makes
Or
insulation
slept in it.
right on a cracker.
It has many uses.
You as a human being are edible and flammable. Although eating people obviously is not polite in most social situations. But...
That is in fact called cannibalism. And it's found on its culture.
That's one of my favorite parts in that movie. Johnny Depp.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Nels, I see
Right.
the smoke's going down down the stairs a little bit. You think we should head on down?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna follow Nels. I have the flashlight or the glow rod.
Yes, look at Rob. Okay. So you guys, as you descend the stairs, Kalis does kind of walk beside you, but she seems to be getting more and more reluctant to kind of walk forward as you go. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't look shaken per se, but she just seems to kind of slow down. Dirk just looks kind of lost at the whole thing. He doesn't seem to really care too much about what's going on. He's just trying to figure out how to get all of you out of here more or less alive, at least in enough pieces to salvage you if you need to. Him being a cyborg himself, he doesn't really necessarily care in what condition you're in as long as your brain is still working. We can always sort something out after that. But you continue walking down these stairs, and eventually, if you guys, how far do you want to try and descend the stairs? Do you want to go to their ultimate end, or do you want to go so far and then check it out some more? Do you want to explore around the terraces a little? What do you guys? What's your plan?
I'm following Nels, so whatever he suggests, I'll do.
I suppose we can explore a little around the terraces.
Okay. Sorry, geez. How many do you want to descend before you start looking? So you've got the one that you started on, and you guys have walked, we'll say 3 terraces down. Do you want to explore any of those in between? So that would be a number of 4 terraces, or do you want to?
The second terrace down.
So the second one after the initial?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want to do as you're exploring it? Do you want to just kind of walk along it, or are you looking for something specific?
I wouldn't know. Just something out of the ordinary, I guess.
Okay.
Other than ancient ruins in the underground.
We should send the cat.
Underground. A little bit of labyrinth for me.
You leave the poor cat alone.
All right.
This cat has suffered enough for you.
Okay, so as you guys walk along and try to kind of explore the terrace a little bit, you get about 50 or 60 feet in, and you notice that there are what appear to be ancient tools kind of lying on the ground, getting nice and oxidized. Some nice patina.
Ooh.
Do they look like they're the ones that carved the tunnels?
They do not. They appear to be a gardening tools.
Yeah, but it's a D6. Look at the table on this. I'd have to look at that.
You could try. I'll just try.
Okay. Tools. Technology, right?
Yes. They are mechanical in nature.
He's gonna make him blow up.
Probably. Let me take a piece of this. Okay, so I have Man of Science.
Okay.
Okay, so it says, whenever a two-fisted technician encounters a piece of alien hardware or technology, they may attempt to operate it after only a round of study.
Okay.
Player character rolls a d6 if the roll is equal to or above the rating. And Man of Science is shown on table 224. They're able to discern how the object works and what they need to do to operate it. It doesn't say what happens. I guess I just assume I don't know how to work it if I fail the roll. Can also use this ability to operate the technology from a familiar society. When they do so, they increase the rating on table 224 by 1 point. Oh, okay. Wait, so 1 point, is that, does it go up by a level or does it go by 1 point? I guess it goes up by a point. Instead of a 5, it will be a 4, I guess. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can do this.
Okay.
We good?
Yeah, you're good. And it's one of the special abilities of your class. You can always do it.
Yep. Whoa! What is this? I shall attempt to operate it. What's the worst that could happen?
My motto.
Well, I don't know what this does. Okay, so that was... How many other pieces of this technology are there?
There seems to be one large kind of conical canister with some pieces protruding out of it at different intervals. There is another kind of oblong flat piece. And these are kind of just like set around. They don't seem to be in any particular order. These are different pieces of equipment also. So there's something like that. There's another thing that appears to open as you pick it up. There's got a hinged center, and on either side of the opening, as you talk, there's a number of keys that kind of run down on either side. It looks like there might be screens or something else kind of towards the interior of what would be the binding.
Is it possible for me to take like 20 and just play around with these until I figure out what they do?
The conical thing is far too large for you to just carry around.
Okay.
The kind of oblong piece is also rather big, but if you have a backpack or something to stow it in, you could probably carry that. And the other one is if you close it, the hinge is just probably about big. It's not necessarily like the size of a magazine, but it's okay. If you had really big cargo pant pockets or something, you could stash it in there fine.
I could probably try doing that for that third piece.
Yeah.
Backpack.
You do have a backpack? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the oblong piece, the second one, and the third one.
On condition, I know they're not dangerous.
I'll tell you whether or not they are.
As soon as he touches them, they are.
Yeah.
All right. So my character is going to go ahead and roll for the second piece.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll for the third one.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing there. And then the third one. Yes, I got a 5.
Okay. So the third one, you kind of examine it a little bit. You turn it over. You find a particular button and you activate it. And there appears to be there appears to be some screens. They are screens that you saw, and they kind of flicker and flash a little bit, but then it kind of stops pulsing and dies a little bit more.
Hey, it did a thing.
What thing did it do?
A thing. I think it glowed and gave off some flashy lights.
Well, that's not entirely unhelpful.
Hold on, let's see what this says.
Ugh.
Says I'm able to discern how the object works and what we need to do to operate it. What exactly does this thing do? Powers that.
So while it was flickering and flashing, you noticed that it appeared to be some kind of data pad. There were a series of menus on it, and you do know how to activate it. You did activate it and turn it on, but the power source appears to be drained after however long it's been down here.
I bet if we had more power, I could probably make this work. I don't suppose any of you carry a power cell of some kind.
You all have electronic blasters, but who wants to sacrifice that?
Not it.
Can I just pretend that I saved a couple of pieces from my exploded blaster?
No.
Dang it.
That was the power cell.
Yeah, you
Throw me a bone, man. I've been nothing but unlucky.
That's not true. You found something and you turned it on without killing yourself.
Somebody's got to take the hits. Man.
Achievement. Yes.
Somebody's got to take the hits.
Bad luck magnet right here.
Mm.
I take all the bad luck so you guys don't have to.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, if you're certain it won't kill me, I'll put it in the backpack and we'll figure out what it is later.
It won't kill you for the time being.
Slight reactor leak.
Radiation. You know.
We're all fine here now. How are you?
How are you? So let us proceed down the stairs again, I think.
Okay. Okay, so you return to the stairs and you walk down. How much further do you desire to go? Do you want to check any more terraces on your way down, or do you want to hit?
I mean,
presumably be a ground floor.
If any of the terraces pique my interest, then yes.
Okay.
The ultimate.
Okay. So at about every 10 sets of terraces and steps, because they're long steps, so it's like the length of the terrace is the step, and then it goes down. It's not just like a series. So every series of terrace step down, every 10, there are small pylons that kind of stick up a bit, and they do appear to be mechanical in nature. And like I said, they appear every 10 as you guys go down.
Like an elevator or something?
Probably an old light source.
Well, my character stops to inspect one. Let me see if I can make it work.
Okay.
Nope.
I believe in you.
Okay, let me go to the other one. I'll try it with the other one. I will try it with all of them until I figure out how this works.
Did he get a bonus after you say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
He gets to roll again, and he gets a +2 bonus.
Wait, that's just for saving throws, though, right?
Right. That's not a saving throw?
No, it's not. It's a skill.
Bummer.
A particular skill test.
Bummer. Never mind. I don't believe in you.
Well, not a skill; it's an ability he has. It's better terminology.
Oh wait.
I'll try with another
Hold
pilot.
on. They may use this ability. Okay. Faith overcome any odds. They may use this ability only when they fail at the saving throw. I just read the word ability. Never mind.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna roll again.
That's fine.
How many pylons are there?
Well, the first time you meet them, you see 2, one on either side of the walkway.
Okay. Well, I failed the one. I'll get the other one.
You're just gonna try every pylon.
Heck,
until it
yes,
works.
I am.
It's gonna blow up.
Oh, it totally will.
Nope.
Okay. Let's go down to the next 2.
Okay, so
These do, but those look like they do a thing. Let's go
No.
check it out.
you wouldn't see them. I mean, they're quite a ways away. So the bush that you guys set aflame kind of burns itself out, and that area kind of plunges into darkness once again, and doesn't seem to have caught any of the others miraculously on fire. So you guys descend another few steps, and the torch that you have is now getting kind of low because it's burning really fast. It's dead wood. And you are able to inspect the other pylons if you wish to do so. On your way to the other terraces, there doesn't appear to be anything out of place. It just seems to still be the size of the plants, however, do change. So it appears that there may have been a vineyard in addition to what was once orchards and other things. So the plants kind of seem to have shifted and changed as you guys go down each of these terraces in the dark, and you continue to hear the echoes shift as you walk around. And even though you are trying to be fairly quiet, you do kind of hear that reverberation throughout the entire cavern.
Okay. Let me check these two pylons.
Okay.
Okay, so pylon 3 and pylon 4 is what I'll designate them.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Okay, I rolled a 5 finally.
Woo! Okay, you determine that they are or have once been a series of lights that seem to have illuminated the area to a fair extent. And as I said, it's every 10 of these things, and each terrace is probably 30 or 40 feet long, and you're down now at the second level of these. So there's quite a few levels that have happened. You figure out how it turned on is that you see that there is a number of wirings and things to a central computer system that activate these lights. And if you had a working data pad of your own that is not the one that you found, you could potentially, if you had the ability and the know-how to hack into the system more or less and turn them on, but you are not one of those. So that is fairly moot. Because there are legitimate ciphers, so code slingers where they actually can get into computer systems and stuff.
All right.
Slicers, as they're called in Star Wars.
Yeah.
My robot has a +2 on tech. Would that help?
Maybe I can bang on it with a hammer.
Well, what kind of was your robot again?
Mechanical.
Mechanical. But that's just like a mechanic, right?
You're gonna make me look that up. I got it.
You. So did you build for your robot like an actual robot character?
To a point, yeah.
These
plus
robots
3 to
specialize
its
in
metal body and all
operation
that.
repair of starships and vehicles. They may jury rig up to 3 times per day, and space ace maximum of once per round, just like pilots. While not specifically.
And have technology as a class skill.
Most technology. What does that skill do? Rose, melee, skills. Technology. The skill covers advanced technology from computers to faster than light engines to robotics. The character can use the skill to identify, operate, and repair any of these technological devices. Yeah, your little tag along has been in a follow me low power mode, so it hasn't really communicated. It sort of just kind of been floating and staying next to you.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you decide to do with it?
Well, I'm going to sort of knock on its cranium. Or
You kind of go, hello, master. What can I do for you?
can you see if you can access these lights?
What lights light those?
The light pylons.
Oh, these are mechanical in nature. Please allow me to do my work. It'll kind of buzz down, and its little stinger will kind of flip out and stick itself into a port. And you'll hear kind of clicking. And it's all a few buzzes. This is a very old system. I am not sure if I can do as you have requested. Oh, I just closed the page on it. Why did I do that?
Can your metal fly see in the dark?
Oh, fly! It's a robot. I don't think robots have supervision. 1 second.
Just wah wah. Robot. 34. Okay. Robot. Metal body, self-repair. Mechanical jury rig. Jury rig was one of your skills, was it not, Tim?
Yes.
No, but it's a skill that it's using because it's the technology thing, so it actually does that. Okay, one sec. Okay, skill is this one. Skills optional. Skills are ranked between 1 and 5, with 1 being representative of basic knowledge. 1 with 5 reflects highest level. All characters can play with 3 skills. One skill listed is based on that character's class, and the other 2 are selected by the player. Did you guys do all of that?
I did.
You're right.
Okay. You should have 3 skills each, 1 determined by your class, and the other 2 are free choice.
Yeah, mine are larceny, survival, and medicine.
Right. The skill that is associated with the character's class begins at rank 2. One of the skills selected by a character also begins at rank 2, while the remaining skill begins at rank 1. Each skill has an associated attribute. When a character wishes to attempt an action associated with their skill, the player rolls 1d6. The roll is equal to or under the character's skill rank, they are successful. All skills are associated with a specific attribute. When a character reaches 4th level, they may either select a new skill, which they do not have, any ranks in, or choose to increase an existing skill by 1. They may do this again at 8th level. No skill may be higher than 5, even after an attribute modifier. Okay. So your robot is going to use its technology skill, and we'll say that it is a 2 in technology, since it's granted skill. And it actually did roll a 2. Let me see. Pick it up. 2. So it actually manages to activate this light. And you see it kind of go ding, 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 zzz, and it buzzes as it turns on. But as that one turns on, the one across from it turns on, and the 2 behind it turn on, and it turns on the whole pathway of lights. And it illuminates
Way to go,
the area to some extent. And at the end of the and it's pretty bright, so it'll light up, a good 200 feet on either side of what you guys are doing, even including the shadows. And you'll see up into the ceiling's chamber quite a bit more. You think that you can get a perception of what the ceiling is. And then at the end of this pathway, as it descends another, let's see, what was I saying? It was every 40 feet, and there's 10 of those, so it's 400 feet between every series of lights. So it descends another 800 feet, we'll say, and then at the bottom, this is a long way.
Oh no.
at the bottom, a carven pyramid that's sitting in the bottom of this kind of bowl-shaped terraced area. Yeah. And as these lights come on, you'll also hear a shriek of some creature that is above you in the ceiling, and you'll begin to hear the beating of some wings as you have awoken some creature. And we'll end it there tonight. So you guys have entered into a chamber and woken something up.
Sorry, guys.
Always end up doing. We always end on some kind of creature or some type of accident.
It certainly has been happening a lot lately. Pins and needles, pins and needles.
Cool.
So, thank you everybody for joining us again for a White Star. I think we will probably play again next week. Next time we play, not next week. I am not prepared for that. It said we play the first or second Saturday of every month is generally what we've been doing lately. Sometimes we've been pushing it back depending on what else is happening. Once again, thanks you guys for staying. It's great to have people show up and watch what we're doing. If you like what we're doing, please leave us comments in the comment section below. Let us know how we're doing. If you want to see a particular game, please let us know. We are always getting new ones and playing new ones. Eventually, we're going to be running a play test of a Cthulhu-oriented game, and that'll be coming up soon. And then we are going to have a discussion about the new Pathfinder 2nd edition playtest that is coming up, and we'll see if we're all going to be on board for running that in August when it comes out, and running that for a while, maybe until the end of the playtest, or we'll see how that goes. If you haven't heard about it, go look it up. Reserve your books today. The PDFs will be free, but they are going to actually be printing soft covers and hardbacks of those books. I've reserved my soft cover, so hopefully we'll be able to get that rolling with everybody. A couple of other small things. If you haven't seen our website, go check it out. It is Skinner Games, all one word, .weebly.com, where we post some free material for you guys. And we also are making things all the time. So if you keep track of any of our social media feeds, you also see that we are currently creating a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons character folio that is all completely hand-drawn, and we're translating that onto paper. Joe is currently has printed out the larger version of that, the 8.5 by 11. We want to have a smaller digest copy as well. We're working on trying to get them in print on demand for softcover copies and whatever else. We haven't quite discussed all of that yet, but we're trying to get that going and rolling. We're always busy trying to make and do stuff. So if you want to keep track of our social media, it's we have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Skinner Games. We keep track and do that. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy gaming.